5.
I have made it to Canberra. That journey did not feel like 4 hours at all. I think maybe because I've been on very long flights now, so it doesn't feel that long. I need to take this jumper off because I am absolutely sweating. It's really warm. I pondered my plans for 4 hours, but I think I'm gonna go do some laundry, which is the complete wrong side of the city to where I'm staying, but I can't check in till 2, so it's about 11:30 now, so I may as well go do that and just take all my stuff with me so then I can wash whatever I want, because I was going to drop my bags off, but if I'm going to do laundry I might as well just take everything with me. And then yeah, probably by the time that's finished it will be time to head to my hotel, so I'll do that, and then I'll explore. I want to do a 10k loop past the cricket ground and then also around Parliament, but yeah, and then I'll obviously have to find some lunch at some point, and yeah, but I wasn't able to do any work because there was no plugs or Wi-Fi and the signal was awful because we were like going through the middle of nowhere, but the buses here take contactless, so I can get the bus to the laundry place, so I think that's my plan. Okay, so this has actually worked out perfectly. My stuff is now washing and this place has free Wi-Fi and plugs, so whilst everything's washing and drying I can do my preview for the next U20 and any of the little bits of work I need to get done, and then by the time it's all finished I can check into the hotel, then go on my run, well, explore probably first, and then when it gets cool in the evening go on my run. So it's worked out so well. Okay, so that was incredibly successful. I think that took me just over an hour, which is brilliant. So all my washing and drying is done, and last time it smelled a bit weird when it came out the dryer, but this time it's fine. The article is pretty much written, I'm just going to read over it later, and yeah, now it's like 1:45, so I'm going to head to the hotel and I should be able to check in. So I feel like everything's going too well. Maybe I just need to like be more optimistic that there's stuff like not always going to go wrong, but yeah, just go get the bus now. I may have had a slight change of plan. I was going to run a 10k, and this is not me trying to get out of running because I am going to go on a run. I think I'm going to do, the route I've planned out is 6 kilometers, but it just depends where I can access because I'm going to run around Parliament, not obviously inside, but around the outside. But I don't know what the paths are actually like and where you can go, whatever. So we'll figure out as we go. But the reason I'm cutting it short is because I spotted there's an outdoor pool right by the cricket ground. So I'm gonna go there, I think, and do a bit of swimming. I used to swim a lot when I was in secondary school, but I haven't swam tons since. I did a lot in first year because I used to live right by the aquatic centre in Manchester. So I did swim a bit then, but yeah, I feel like swimming fitness is actually so good for building general fitness. So yeah, and I think time on my legs is not a concern for marathon training. It's more like making sure my like cardio fitness improves. I mean, it's not bad at the moment, but obviously when you're running 42 kilometers it needs to be pretty decent. So I'm gonna do a bit of swimming. I think it's gonna be tough, but I'm gonna try and be like lightning. I haven't got my aerodynamic swimming gear, so I won't be wearing a swimming hat. I did bring my goggles. I knew there was a reason I brought my goggles. I wasn't sure whether to bring them. I just remembered I brought them. So I'm going to look fabulous in some bright red goggles. But yeah, I'm really excited for that. How I'm going to survive this run, I do not know. Like, it is so hot. But anyway, we're going to give it a whirl. It'll be nice to see Parliament either way, even if I'm absolutely dying outside of it. It's so muggy. It's really hard to run. Like, I don't mind like dry heat, it's when it's so humid. Like, it looks so grey and miserable, but it's so hot. Like, I'm cramping quite badly, but it'll be alright. Yeah, the way back is upwards, so I've done the downhill bit, which is the easier part. But yeah, it's quite nice actually. So I think this is the old Parliament building. and then the new one is like far at the top of the hill. I don't think it's that pretty. I think the older one's nicer, but yeah, I mean, this is the closest I've ever got to the White House. It's just a White House, but it's nice with the mountain in the background. I can't remember which mountain that is. I don't think it's Black Mountain, it's the other one. I can't remember the name, but I think that's the one I want to climb. But yeah, very out of breath, but I'm going to finish this run. I think I've got just over 3k to go, so not horrific. It's just under 6 kilometres. I think it's 5.8, so I will round it up to 6 because I can't finish on 5.8. They even have parliamentary bin chickens. Gonna be honest, that beats Westminster. This is pretty nice, to be fair. It is all uphill though now, which is not fun. I am absolutely melting. That was so hard. That's probably the warmest run I've done because of the timing. I'm absolutely melting. I cannot wait to go swimming. I'm just like, I need water. There was those little water fountains, but there's no way I'm drinking from one of them. Yeah. Whew. It's good marathon prep though, because this is just like so much harder than running in England, so yeah. I'm just walking to the pool now, but I had a memory unlocked. So the place I obviously ran to Parliament is called Capitol Hill, not spelt the same way as the US Capitol Hill, but when I did A-level politics, there was a song about how bills are made called I'm Just a Bill. I think it's from this thing called Schoolhouse Rock, and this song immediately came into my head. And it has been in my head for the last like 45 minutes. Really worth a watch. Very, very good. And yeah, reminds me of A-level politics. Good times. We also made a whole display with the kid, because it's like a little character who's a bill called Bill, and it's like it teaches you how bills get through Parliament and government, and like the structure of US government. So it was a good way to remember how everything works. But yeah, I'm just a bill. So I think it goes, and I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill. So I was on Capitol Hill, but I'm not just a bill. Okay, you'll probably never see my hair down again, so take it in what you can. I just went to Coles to go and get my tea. Yeah, I spent like an hour on Google Maps looking at places to eat, and A, I couldn't decide, and then B, I was just like, ugh. Like I didn't really know if I wanted to go to a restaurant, like sit on my own. The thing is, I'm not that bothered about sitting on my own. Like I don't really care what other people think. It's more like I just get a bit bored. Like, I don't know, the reason I love going out for meals is because you like have a natter with people, and like that's why I really like it, rather than the food. Like the food's great, but I like the socialising element of it. So when you're on your own, like there's obviously less of that. And to be fair, like I don't mind doing it, and I have done it, but yeah, I just kind of wanted an evening in. I've had a busy day and I'm a bit tired. Also 2 weeks into the tour, so like midway now, which I don't know, it feels like I've got less time left than I've been here, if that makes sense. But it feels like ages ago since that first day, so I'm hoping that means like it feels longer till the end. But obviously maybe it's because it doesn't feel like there are as many games because the test match is like consecutive days, but I mean it's still 4 days, so yeah. I'm still here to the 4th of Feb. But I've got a very random mix of food, so this is kind of ultimate girl dinner. The food review will slap though. I think it'll be so good, as long as I have a spoon. If there's not a spoon, oh there will be, because it's like tea and coffee, so there must be a spoon. Otherwise this will be an interesting review. Okay, I feel like you're just gonna have to trust me with this combination because it's weird, and I know it's weird, so it's fine. Okay, so first off, I got Lebanese bread. I'm obsessed with Lebanese bread. There's quite a lot here, but I'm just gonna hope it lasts a few days. With that, I got hummus, so that's not weird. That's like a normal pairing. Then I got olives, which I feel like kind of works, like, you know, it does. Yeah, then I have sushi. I have veggie sushi, which is a little bit weird, I get that. I don't eat fish, I can't even say that, fish, sushi. But yeah, and then tiramisu, because tiramisu is like the best invention in the world, and I have to try tiramisu everywhere I go, also from different supermarkets, so this will add to the list. And then, I've never seen these before, I love Bounty. So this is a bit controversial, but you know, I love Bounty. And so like a Bounty biscuit. So they will be like my snacks. And then I've just got like a little, it's basically tapas, but from around the world. I'm a big fan of the sushi. I wasn't sure at first, but no, it is really good. But I think I've overestimated myself. I'm very full and I haven't finished the sushi or the olives, and I haven't even started on the hummus and bread. The good thing is that I do have a fridge, so I can, to be fair, tomorrow lunchtime I could have the hummus and the bread, and I could have the bread for breakfast and for a little midnight snack after the game. So perfect. My phone keeps falling over, but this is the tiramisu taste test. Mia, if you're watching, this is for you. I'm so intrigued because also I don't drink coffee, so this is the closest I'm getting to an Australian coffee. Smells very good. A little bit of residue on the foil, but that's fine. Look at that. That's like, oh, that does smell like proper coffee. Okay, taste test. Okay, firstly, I've done a big old scoop and there's no sponge yet. So I think it's just, okay, I think it's just sponge right at the bottom and then cream the rest. That is spectacular. I think I would have liked it if it was like properly layered rather than, I just need to get a bit of the, ooh. It's a very dark sponge for a tiramisu. That is incredible. It tastes exactly like something. Well, obviously it tastes like something, but that chocolatey taste. What is that? It's something I used to have as a kid. I'll be back when I can think of it. Okay, this is really weird because I've just figured out what this taste is. So when I was younger, we used to have swimming lessons. Like it was right by the shopping centre. And we used to do the weekly shop there, but we'd also go into Holland and Barrett, and they had these like flapjack bars, and on top there would be like this kind of yogurty cream coating, and there must have been a coffee one because this tastes exactly like it. I like immediately recognised the taste. I was like, where is that from? And I've just figured it out. But honestly, they were so good, and that was the sweet treat of my childhood. So this tastes so nostalgic. That is so weird. That is so weird. So yeah, there's good coffee flavour. The cream's all right. It's quite thick. Like it tastes a little bit eggy, almost like a pastel de nata, but like it's got quite a gloopy, thick consistency, which usually I'm not chill with. But this, it tastes quite good. I'm trying to mix it up a little bit because usually the cream is either like area or I don't know, just a little bit different to this. I'm in my bed, but my bed is my office at the moment. It's like I don't know where it's from, but pop culture reference, you are in bed, I am in my office. So good. Yeah, I've had to send a couple of emails, do a bit of admin, a lot of Ash's stuff, sent off my piece, and I need to edit this. Tomorrow, gonna do a big old hike, and then there's also a media opportunity with a couple of the players from the Afghan women's team that are playing in the match ahead of the test match. So it'll be the morning of the first day of the test. So we haven't been told timings yet, so I'm just gonna see. I really, really want to go see that game, but obviously if it means I'll be late for the test, then that's won't work because I need to be there for the test. But we shall see. So I'm going to go to that and hopefully get some good quotes. So I need to think of some questions and yeah, etc. I'm also going on a hike tomorrow. So I can't remember what the mountain's called, but I'm going to walk up it. It seems to be quite famous. So yeah, I'm going to set my alarm early and I'm going to try and be out by 7:30, 8. So then I should be back with plenty of time to get to the ground for the media thing. And then obviously it's the game in the evening. So tomorrow will be a long day, but I actually quite like Canberra. Like, I get there's not tons here. And it's funny that it's the capital city, obviously I know why, but yeah, I find like, okay, this is a bit, maybe not nerdy, but I don't know. Anyway, I love the layout of the city. So when you look at it on Google Maps with like the circles and the way everything is, because it was basically purpose built for Parliament, and like they chose here to be the capital and have Parliament and all that stuff. So I think that's quite interesting. Just because, yeah, like it's a purpose built city. It's not a city that's really like evolved over time in the same way as other cities. So I find that kind of cool. I also want to go to, there's a exhibition at, I think it's like the Museum of Australia, which is here. And it's all about Vesuvius and Pompeii, and there's like an experience rather than just a museum. Like it's got artifacts, but there's loads of like audio and video stuff. So yeah, I was obsessed with Pompeii when I was younger, and in fact I went to an exhibition maybe at the British Museum. It was a museum in London, and they had like the casts of people that had died in the eruption, and like also loads of artifacts. Like it was very, very interesting. So yeah, we shall see. But yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep in a bit once I've edited this, because again it's been a long day. But that train, I'm so impressed with the train. Like, okay, first class was a bit average, and I also think I could have gone in standard class because they did not care about the bags. Like I didn't have to check in the bags, you could just take them on with you like a normal train. So I don't know, I could have, but it is what it is. And yeah, you got nothing in first class other than a bit of extra leg room, which I'm sure anyway, so like leg room doesn't really matter. But it was a really nice route. You just got to see so much, like, oh, my hand, it's like a little hand puppet. Where's the dog? Is that the dog? I'm so easily entertained. I can't remember what I was saying. Yeah, the train, it was just like a really nice nice ride. Right, I'm getting distracted, so I'm gonna end the video there. Tomorrow's gonna be a busy one, so hopefully I can film a lot.